Hey, hi everyone. So this video is mainly into how to create mock servers or mock APIs, and that will be completely self-hosted. So earlier we have seen how we can create APIs in Bchapter, but there are some limitations and we need to pay for their services. But this is completely self-hosted. So if we are using localhost, then it is completely fine. But if you're using in an enterprise and suppose multiple teams or multiple members of the team can collaborate and use that API or the mock APIs, then we need to host it on either EC2 instance or any cloud platform or on the enterprise server. So let's check how we can run mock server on our local desktop. And the same thing follows on any EC2 instance or Ubuntu also, because that is like a Docker container. So we just need to pull and start the server. So running mock server. Here we will go to Docker container. We can use Java, npm, grunt, anything we can use, but we will go with Docker container. So we can use Docker pull MockServer/MockServer, but for that we need to install Docker. So you can just in Google download Docker for Windows, come here, download it and just install it. Once it is done, you will see something like this, which is the Docker container which is running. And then we will go to command prompt and just copy and paste it. So you can see the latest image will be pulled and the container will get started. So let's see what's next. Okay, so if you come here after the installation, what you need to do is like you need to run this command. So it's better to follow whatever the command they have mentioned. If you're expert on Docker, then you can always configure it. Allow access. Next we can go to their API references. This is the Swagger documentation. So here you can find all the APIs through which you can. So in order to create API, you need to use API. So first we will be creating expectation. Expectation is like we will tell that okay, this is my API, this is my payload. If this matches, I am expecting this response. So next time when I call that API, it will return me that response. So let's see how to do it. Let's open Postman. So I hope we have dashboard also. Okay, it is MockServer dashboard. We'll go to MockServer dashboard, click enter. So this is not the actual API. So this port is actually exposed by the Docker, but it internally maps to different ports. So let's check how this port has been mapped. Docker container ls. So here we can see the port is mapped to 49153, and if I go to localhost colon 49153 MockServer dashboard. So for UI we need to come to MockServer dashboard. Here we can see all the logs. So active expectations, we don't have anything. Received request, proxied request, nothing. So now let's configure one of the expectation. Here we will just give 49153, and this should be a put operation, body. Then we can come to the Swagger documentation. So it's schemas are already defined. So if you want to prioritize it, or if you want to give ID, then it's okay. If you don't provide, then it will automatically assign some the other IDs. Okay, so now let's see what we can have here. Okay, expectations. Okay, let me copy the whole thing because it's too big. Now let me paste it in row JSON format. Beautify. And if we go up here, we have expectations. That is completely okay. We will remove path parameter. So if you need, you can pass path parameter. You can use name value equals to Goro, and no need to pass any body, any header. We'll close it, close header, cookies, socket address, it's not required. So you can delete all this, delete this. Open API response is not required. HTTP we need it. We need what is the response should be. And then have bodies. This is not required. In bodies we can return anything like hello, and rest we can delete it. Cookies, header, okay, rest I think everything you can delete, and you can go directly to the last line, delete everything, delete it, beautify. I think there is some error. Beautify, send it. Oops, no, this should be MockServer expectation. So if you see here, you can have MockServer expectation. We are creating expectation, send. So you can see here 2000. So you can see here 201 that is created. And if we go to the dashboard, then we can see we have one put request received and one active expectation. Okay, so the string and string everything came from here. So here we need to define like some UUID or some ID, and if we don't define it, then it will create its own ID. So if you see, it has created its own ID. And path we can say like /name method get, and we'll put ID as get name. Okay, send it. It will not work, it will throw error. Okay, now it's perfectly fine. Send it. Next, if I want to test this API, what it returns, it should return hello. So in order to test that, we can go to the API and search MockServer, then it will be name, and it didn't return anything. Method get path name, then it should be query string parameter name equals to go up. So ideally it should not have been found. So if you see here, no match response found. So this is the request that we have sent, but there was no match. So in that case, we need to do is like question name equals to whatever we have provided, small, right? Oops. What is the request? Query string parameter, we have received name, then we have received Gaurav. right? And what is the expectation for get name? ID is get name, HTTP request should be name, then in query we should pass name, then it should be goal, right? But this didn't happen. Why? Let's see from Postman once. Okay, so what is the error? We can see it here. So here we don't have any SSL, so SSL didn't match. So since we will not be able to use HTTPS in localhost, so in that case what we'll do is like we will mark that secure as false and update the ID. So now it is updated. So even if you go here, you can see that the logs will say that it is updated, the ID get name. And now if I go to localhost, refresh it, so we can see that hello is being returned in the response. And even if I go to Postman, we can see hello is returned. And if I want to have something like JSON format, full name, go to Paul, update the ID, then you can go and click, so it will return me in a JSON format. So isn't that cool? So now you can integrate your own API, have your own response ready, and write it in your Cypress or any test cases, or even using in your development purpose. And once the main API is ready, you can just change the URL and small bit of settings can be done, and everything goes as smooth as this. That's all folks. If you like this video, then give a thumbs up, and the sub to the channel would be incredible. And don't forget to subscribe and check my other channel Oracle, where I usually keep uploading some of the other videos related to reviews and travel blogs also. So see you again in the next one. Bye bye, have a nice day.